94.5 PST. Did you miss anything with Chris, Joe, and Gianna on Chris and the Crew? Catch up now. This is Chris and the Crew on Demand, sponsored by Trinity Rehab. Schedule an appointment now at trinity-rehab.com. Help me out. It's What Should I Do, Crew, on 94.5 PST.
And so Bella's here, and she's wondering if she needs to dump her new boyfriend, right? Good morning, Bella.
Good morning. Yep, that's right. Let me ask you, is it a total red flag when a man acts like a total wimp in a haunted house?
A wimp, did you say?
Wait, no, he did not.
Yes, he did.
Wait, I need the details here because, I get scared in haunted houses too. Come on, everybody does.
I get being startled if someone jumps out at you. That's natural, right?
Yeah.
But this was crazy. I swear he was about to cry. He was a wreck.
Wait, so you don't think he's like manly enough for you, I guess is what you're saying?
Yeah, sort of. Is this a bad sign? I don't know if I could be with a guy who's an emotional wreck. That stuff is fake. There were kids laughing, and my boyfriend is legit scared and screaming.
Oh, I feel bad for him. Now, why did you go then if you knew he'd be scared?
He wanted to. He planned this whole Halloween date, pumpkin carving, roasting seeds. Then we did the scary stuff at night.
So wait, so you think this is a bad sign for the future?
Well, that's what I'm asking. Is it? I need someone stable, and I don't really want to be the man in my relationship. I want someone to protect me, not jump in my arms because he's scared.
Joe, I can see you doing that.
Maybe I'm being too hard on him.
It is Halloween. People do get scared on Halloween.
Yeah, but is this a sign of things to come or what?
I don't know. You know what? We're going to put you on hold. We're going to open the phones and see what everybody thinks. Okay, that's what we promised you to get you some advice. So do me a favor, hang on, okay?
Okay.
All right, hang on.
She seems very concerned about this. Very concerned.
People get scared at haunted houses. It's like, it's not that serious.
I think this was over the top.
Yeah,
it sounds like, if they just started dating, she may not have seen this side of him yet.
Right.
So I think it's probably a little like, whoa, what's happening here? You know what I mean?
If he's scared in a haunted house, is he going to be the protective man that she's looking for him to be? I think it's part of her concern.
I think that's exactly what her concern is. Is he going to be the one chasing mice and bugs in the house, or is she going to be doing that? Because it doesn't sound like she's interested in doing that. So this might be a problem, actually.
I hear that, but at the same time, haunted houses get people. Like in real life, your daily life, you're not going to get chased around by people in clown masks with a chainsaw. It's a very weird, niche thing.
I don't know if this is going to work for her, but what do you think here? Give us a call.
What should she do?
I can't help myself.
Call the crew now, 609-243-9778, or tap the chat button on the 94.5 PST app.
Crew, it's Chris, Joe, and Gianna on 94.5 PST, your number one hit music station. So Bella is asking our advice. She wants your advice. She has a new boyfriend. They do this haunted Halloween date last weekend. And he ends up, she said, being a wimp in this haunted house. She called him a wimp. She said there were kids laughing and her boyfriend's near tears in this haunted house. And she's like, am I doomed, basically? Do I need to dump him because he's not the manly man that she was looking for, basically?
I kind of feel bad for him. People do get scared at this kind of stuff.
Hey, maybe this is what she needed to know. All right, let's go to the phones. We've got Monica in Fairless Hills on the line. What do you think, Monica? Should she dump him?
So I think that she should take this as a red flag that he's not the manly, tough guy that she needs or wants in her life. Because what if one day, somebody breaks into the house and he's too afraid to go downstairs? Is she going to have to, put on her big boy pants and go downstairs and defend the house? She clearly wants somebody to defend herself and protect her. So I think she should just cut her losses.
Yeah, I kind of am hearing this.
I hear you on that.
I hear this. Like I said about the bugs, too. Does she want to kill her own bugs her whole life, or does she want someone to do it for her?
You do have to set that early in the relationship.
All right, let's go to Aiden in Philly. Hey, Aiden, good morning.
Good morning. So what I think is she should get over it.
Yeah. Oh my. Aiden, how old are you? How old are you?
I'm 9.
Yeah, you've got the best advice.
I think so. Aiden, we love it.
That's great. Have a good day at school. Oh my God, so funny. She needs to get over it. He said.
Honestly, where's the lie?
All right, let's go to Cherie in Princeton, see if she agrees. Hey, Cherie.
You know what? I'm almost with Aiden. So she should kind of get, and what did she want him to do? Punch the guy in the face? Then she would have been so proud? Because that's what it sounds like. I don't know if I'd want a guy punching him in the face. I mean, I think he would protect her, maybe just not in the way she wants. I think she should give him a chance.
I hear you.
That's true. This is only one instance.
This is true.
But I am hearing that this may not be the manly man that maybe she didn't even know what she wanted, Joe, right? Until she saw him acting like that in the haunted house.
Yeah,
She's like, wait a minute, I need this guy to defend my honor.
I have said to you both, there have been relatively trivial things guys have done or said, and I've been like, oh God, like I can feel my insides being like, I don't want to be with this person anymore. And it might just be one of those things. It doesn't make her a bad person, and it doesn't mean that there's not somebody for him. It just might not work. It's one of those things.
Liz and Ringo said, it sounds like she just got the ick and it's time to move on.
I know you're going to be shocked at me, but I'm kind of thinking the same thing.
She'll never unsee this.
Right.
Ever.
No, I know Gianna thinks we're ridiculous. But
that bad.
You haven't dated
she
enough.
said he was almost crying, and there was 6-year-old kids laughing.
Again, there will be women that
That'll
will
be
be
fine
into
with
that,
that,
and
yeah.
will be that's fine.
Some
And it
people
may
don't
not come
care.
up on the first date.
It's scary when you go through these
Sure.
things.
Well, remember, she said she knew that, but being startled is one thing, like crying for the night.
I feel bad for him.
Well, so do I. It just might not be his match. All right, let's get her back on. Hey, Bella.
Hey.
I think if you're feeling this way, you may need to follow this. I mean, it's not that he's a bad guy. He may just not be the one for you,
Yeah.
Or give it a little bit of time. See if he, maybe doesn't react that way in other situations. But if you're getting the ick over this, like one of our listeners said, it might be time to move on.
Yeah, I think you might be right.
Yeah, I think kind of deep down, you just needed us to kind of help you along.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, thanks for calling. Doorbell could win you $100,000. It's Chris, Joe, and Gianna. We're Chris and the crew. So they're doing a contest for Halloween called the Great Ghost Search. I knew you'd be interested in this, Gianna.
Here we go. What's
She looked
going
at me
on?
like, what?
I thought it was going to be America's Funniest Home Videos. I'm over it already.
So if you have like undeniable footage of a ghost, you could win $100,000.
Wow.
They actually announced it last month. I'm sorry I didn't see it sooner. I would have told you. But you've got until November 1st. You got till Friday to submit it. And they're looking for obviously legit footage on your Ring camera of a ghost. So if you if you get, sometimes my Ring will go off and I'll look at it. I'm like, well, there's nothing there.
The wind.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But sometimes I'll see like a bubble. Don't they say that's a ghost?
Or like an orb.
Yeah, like one of those orb things.
Yeah, they do say that that's like a spirit.
So the two main rules of the videos, the footage, it's got to be 30 seconds or less. And the footage has to be from a Ring device. It can't be like on your phone
Right.
or something like that. But if you better start searching your footage because it could win you $100,000.
It's Can't Beat Chris. Can't Beat Chris on 94.5 PST.
I'm so excited. It's time to beat Chris Rollins, right? You rolled your eyes at me.
You're so passionate about me going down.
This is like my favorite time of the morning because we get to watch
May
you
I
lose.
remind you that you created this game and said,
To
just do
watch
this,
you
do
lose.
this. Okay.
That's why. And her opponent today is in Hamilton. Good morning, PST. Who's this?
This is Vinny.
Vinny. You've been here before, right, Vinny? You've been around these parts.
I have.
Yeah, you've been around these parts.
Did you beat me, Vinny? I can't remember.
I think we tied before.
Okay.
Tied.
All right. So we're neck and neck.
Neck and neck.
So he's
Today's
looking
the
for a
day.
win today.
Today's the day Vinny pulls ahead.
I'm looking for a win today.
Oh, boy.
Oh, yeah.
That's what
Fighting
we're-
words.
That's what we're talking about.
All right, I'm
Chris.
out.
See you later. Vinny, you know the rules, but if you're new here, we're going to ask Vinny 3 questions. Chris cannot hear his answers in our soundproof room that she's now in. And when Chris comes back, she's going to get the same 3 questions, and we'll see who gets more right. Okay, Vinny, your quiz starts now. What candy was E.T. famously lured with in E.T. the Extraterrestrial? What candy was he lured in,
M&M's?
Do you want to lock in M&M's?
M&M's, yes.
Second question. Name the pop star who calls her fans little monsters.
Lady Gaga?
You want to lock in Gaga?
Yes.
All right,
And-
Vinny, one left.
The third and final question. In It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, which character spends Halloween night waiting for the Great Pumpkin to arrive?
Oh, man. Snoopy?
You want to lock in Snoopy?
I think so.
All right, let's do it, Vinny. All right, we're going to call Chris back into the room. Can't be Chris. Powered by Legoland Discovery Center, Philadelphia. Jump into a world of creativity, color, and playful learning. Info and tickets at philadelphia.legolanddiscoverycenter.com. All right, Chris, you're back.
Here I am.
How are you feeling
I'm good.
on this Halloween Eve?
What does that
All
mean?
Hallows Eve.
Are they
Mischief night.
Halloween questions?
Some of them.
Maybe.
Okay.
All right, here we
give
go,
it to
Chris.
me.
First question coming your way. Name the candy that E.T. was famously lured in with in E.T. the Extraterrestrial.
Oh. I haven't seen this in a long time. Is it Skittles?
So Chris said Skittles. Vinny said M&M's. The correct answer is Reese's Pieces.
Oh, geez. Neither of us got it
You
right.
guys were on the right track, though.
I remember them being small little things. I couldn't remember. Oh, geez.
I was closer with the chocolate, though.
Yeah, Vinny was closer.
Vinny
You're
was
still
closer.
not getting the point, Vinny.
Second question for Chris. Name the pop star who calls her fans little monsters.
This one's easy because I love her. Lady Gaga.
You both said Lady Gaga, and you guys are both correct.
Ooh, okay.
Third and final question. We're tied 1-1. Chris, it all comes down to this. No pressure. In It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, which character spends Halloween night waiting for the Great Pumpkin to arrive?
Oh, I love this. It's Linus.
Chris said Linus. Vinny said Snoopy. Linus is correct.
I heard the groan from Vinny.
Vinny, you did name a Peanuts character, though, so
Yeah.
you're closer.
You
That
were
was good.
close.
Unfortunately, at the end of the game, Chris 2, Vinny 1. Vinny, say that phrase of shame.
Good morning. I can't beat Chris.
Oh, Vinny, you darn tried. For being a good sport, we got $20 worth of New Jersey lottery scratch-offs for you.
Thank you so much.
The New Jersey Lottery.
Bring Halloween.
Anything can happen in Jersey.
Listen tomorrow morning at 7:40 for another chance to beat Chris on 94.5 PST. It's Chris and the Crew's Daily Scoop.
Wow, I have to say, I was kind of surprised to hear that Channing Tatum and Zoe Kravitz broke up. They broke their engagement, broke up, they're done.
Oh, wow.
We haven't heard from their reps. We don't really know why. There has been no usually there's a statement with it.
True.
Like we wish each other well, something like that. No statement, no nothing. But yeah, they were together about 3 years. So I'm hearing more about Diddy. Allegedly, he used a scale to make sure that the women at his freak-offs didn't weigh more than 140 pounds.
What is going on?
I can't even believe he got away with this for so long. Now hearing how bad it was, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't
Like,
understand.
why wouldn't anybody call him out? He had like God complex.
He
Like,
does. And then it's almost sad because, like, he almost inflicted it on other people, if that makes sense. Like,
Yeah.
they believed it too.
Crazy.
I hate it.
Absolutely crazy. So a lot of 1D fans, a lot of Liam Payne fans were hoping that there would be music now. You know what I mean? Well,
Yeah.
his producer is speaking out, saying he's not going to release a how do we say this, Joe? Posthumous single until he gets Liam's family's blessing.
That's the right
He's
thing
not
to do.
saying never. He's just saying, I want to do this the right way.
Oh, it's
You know
just,
what I mean?
I'm still so distraught about this.
I know. So Dunkin's holiday menu debuts on Friday. New this year, the holiday cookie signature latte, an almond croissant, which sounds good. I love croissants. And the hash brown croissant.
Why did you say
Croissant.
I just love a croissant.
I normally don't do that.
I know Joe
I
usually
laugh
does
at
that.
people
Yeah,
who
that's
do
usually
like
me.
Joe does. Yeah.
That made me
Don't
laugh.
stay in your lane, woman.
I didn't mean to do that.
I love it.
And the hash brown brisket scramble bowl. Why everything? Starbucks does this too. They're like every item is a mouthful.
It's so
you know what I
true.
mean?
Yeah.
Crazy. So that's the new stuff. Returning are and this was popular, the cookie butter cold brew and the cookie butter donut. They were like everybody loved them last
So
year.
good.
And the peppermint mocha signature latte, the toasted white chocolate signature latte, and then the white hazelnut bark coffee. My God, I'm exhausted from saying all those.
Can you say croissant for me?
Croissant.
I love it.
I really normally say croissant.
Croissant.
And actress Terry Garr died yesterday. She had a long battle with MS. She was 79 years old. She, to me, is the actress that appeals to every generation. I mean, she did Young Frankenstein back in the day, Close Encounters the Third Time, which I remember my grandparents talking about, like old stuff. But then, like, she was Phoebe's biological mother on Friends. So she kind of spanned the generations. So there you go. There's the scoop. Do you think we should postpone Halloween to make it like the Saturday near Halloween every year? I know this gets talked about every year, but it's worth a discussion. The phones are open, 609-243-9778. Because, shocker, we disagree here in the studio. It's boys versus girls here in the studio today. Joe, you think it should be on the actual holiday no matter what? No matter what day of the week.
We don't move other holidays. We don't go, oh, Christmas is on a Tuesday. It's better on a Saturday. Nope. We just celebrate Christmas on a Tuesday. Listen, we can't back up. We can't go, because on November 2nd, we got to start getting ready for Thanksgiving and Christmas this year.
Here's the thing, though. You get off for Christmas.
Okay, well.
Like, you get the day
that's
off.
What personal
Halloween
time is for.
Well, I shouldn't have to do that for my favorite holiday. It should just.
Is this really your favorite holiday?
It's my favorite holiday.
What about someone whose favorite holiday is Arbor Day? They just take it off, you know?
It's a little different.
I have to say, I'm with you, Gianna. I'm good with the third Saturday in October or whatever. But I
Right.
think for different reasons. I think as a parent, it's just a pain during the week.
I completely agree. I don't have kids, but when you go out, I remember, when Halloween is on a weeknight, you go out trick-or-treating and you're having so much fun with your friends. You dig it through the candy. And then it's like, oh, okay, it's 8 o'clock. Everybody needs to go home. Everybody needs to shower, get ready for school tomorrow.
And
it's
there's
like,
just a vibe when you automatically have to abruptly, okay, holiday shut down.
Right.
Now it's time for school mode. And what if like your kid has homework or something? Or,
Right.
Okay, and even besides school, what about work? People are working.
yeah.
Like sometimes you don't get home till 6:30. You're missing trick-or-treaters.
Right. It's so true.
I don't know. I just think, I know I sound like a total Karen. I'm sorry. I'm normally not a Karen, but I agree. I think it needs to be last Saturday of October. And there
Yeah.
are some places that do that.
No, that's fine.
There are some places that the town just designates this is trick-or-treat day. You know what I mean? Around here, I don't think it's
I've
different.
never even seen that around here.
No, yeah. Like a lot of
Some
neighborhoods will
people
say
do.
this is the Saturday and trick or treat
Yeah.
is from 12 to 4 or
That
whatever.
should be a national thing, though.
Because
Like, we should celebrate Halloween on Friday or Saturday because
No, not Friday. I think it should be a Saturday.
maybe just a Saturday.
It
Although
has
I
to
know
be.
not all people have the traditional Monday through Friday jobs. I do understand
Well, yeah,
that.
but you're never going to accommodate
But-
everything.
right.
I do agree with that. Now,
Right.
I would argue, to me, the Halloween is over on Friday morning. Like Friday morning, I don't want to. My friends are doing Eastern State on Saturday night. Like, do you want to go? I was like, no, Halloween's over
Saturday.
because it's still all that stuff's all the spooky stuff's still open.
I hate to
One
tell
day after Halloween.
on December 26th, I'm over Christmas.
Yeah, no, I'm starting to listen to Christmas music on Friday.
Oh, God. You guys are. Oh.
I agree with you, Joe.
too fast.
Halloween weekend, quote unquote, was last weekend.
Mhm. Yeah, you can't have two. We don't. But
You can't
really,
have two.
Halloween doesn't need to be. Halloween does not need to be more than Thursday. It's tomorrow. We're going to celebrate. That's it. It's done.
Everybody says the opposite about Christmas, and I want justice for Halloween.
I can't be the only one that feels this way.
Let's open the phones.
Cannot be the only one that feels
Do you
this
think
way.
Halloween should always be on a set date, like the 3rd or 4th Saturday in October? Or do you think it should be? So what do you think? Should Halloween be on the actual day, like October 31st? Or should we move it to make it easier for people, like the last October Saturday? It's Chris, and I agree you should move it. Joe.
Who says, no. Halloween is Thursday. Let's get it over, done with, move on.
And Gianna.
I think it should be moved to a weekend. We need to celebrate.
So she can party and still be able to come to work the next day.
And then also just like for kids too, like they want to stay up, they want to eat candy and watch movies and have fun. And then they have to like go do their homework and take a shower and go right to bed.
I
Like,
remember my parents
kinda lame.
like limiting the candy so I wouldn't be all hopped up. I wouldn't be able to sleep. You know what I mean? Like, oh, only 2 pieces tonight because you got to go to
Right.
bed and go to school the next day, whatever.
but it's like the one time a year you're allowed to
You should
do
be
that.
allowed
Yeah.
to. All right, let's go to the phones. We've got Victor in Montgomeryville on the line. All right, whose team are you on? Joe or the girls in the studio here?
I'm on the team weekend Halloween.
Yeah.
I'm a teacher, so having Halloween on a weekday is really, really hard on the kids. They're super excited. You know, like it's on a Thursday this year, and we're off on Friday. But if it's on a Wednesday, they come in on Thursday exhausted. And what do they have for lunch? Candy.
Right.
Right.
And it's just so hard on them. And then, you know, adults do. Like, I want to go out. I want to have a nice time.
Right, exactly.
Like, team weekend.
Yeah, you know, Victor, my kids are off on Friday too. Well, you know, they made it a teacher in service day, but
That was convenient.
at least the kids aren't going to be there.
And I think that's such a smart move. It's so much work for them, and it's like a job for them. You know, they get dressed, then they go out into their neighborhood, and then they work and they ask for candy, and then they come back. It's late. Then they eat candy. They can't go to sleep.
Yeah.
The next day's really rough for them.
Yeah,
That's
agreed.
true.
Agreed. All right, let's go
I get
to Kathy in Hamilton. Hey, Kathy, what do you think?
Hey, I am also a teacher, and I definitely agree it should be on a weekend. Here in Hamilton, where I teach, we have half days this week for parent-teacher conferences, except for Friday, we have a whole day.
Oh,
And it's hard. Like, I guess I'm dating myself, but when I was young, we went trick-or-treating immediately after school.
Yep.
We trick-or-treated till dinner.
Yep.
Came home, got candy, and went back out.
good for you.
Yeah, they don't even start till like 6 o'clock. So it's late for them. And like you said, they want to be with their friends. They want to hang out, not get ready to shower and go to school. So
Yeah.
I definitely should be on a weekend.
Yeah, Hamilton, man, did you dirty because you should have still had a half day.
Yeah, what is going on,
Back
Hamilton
to full
Township?
days on a Friday after you've had all half days? What is up with that?
Carrie in Langhorne said, I agree with Joe. Where do we draw the line? People could choose whether or not to go out for Halloween. That's their choice.
Yeah, you have to.
You're going out, though.
The line has to be somewhere, though. You know what I mean? The
No.
line has to come up somewhere.
Lame. Amy in Palmyra said, oh my God, I remember when Hurricane Sandy happened and they postponed and then
Yeah.
canceled Halloween.
Yep.
It felt so weird. I don't think I could come to terms with celebrating Halloween on any other day but October 31st.
Joe, a lot of people on your side here. I'm
Yeah.
so kind of surprised.
Let's see. I'm seeing that a few towns actually do trick-or-treating the day before Halloween every year. And then Lisa in Hamilton said Tom's River does a trick-or-treat the day before. Joe, you're from Tom's River, right?
Yeah, so
It's a big thing.
because the parade is tomorrow
Yeah.
night. So, like, I grew up in Beechwood. Halloween is trick or treats tonight.
And I wonder, I don't know, if you're a parent, you can let me know in the app chat, but you know, they have all these trunk or treats now.
Yeah.
Do people still trick or treat after going to 6 trunk or treats?
I'm actually curious because that's like way after all three of us. So it's like, I'm not sure exactly how that works.
Does it take the place of trick or treat? I don't think it does.
Or is
but
it in addition to?
I think it might be in addition to. Halloween is much bigger now than it was when I was growing up.
Halloween's bigger than it was 5-10
ever.
years ago. Even.
Yeah, ever.
It's because of trunk or treats,
All right,
I think, too.
We can keep this going in the 94.5 PST app chat. It's 8:31, 94.5 PST, your number one hit music station. It's the crew, Chris, Joe, and Gianna. Do you have one of those Ring doorbells? Because it could win you $100,000. Here's the thing. I'm actually just seeing this, but it's been going on for a little while. I should have told you earlier. But if you can grab footage from your Ring doorbell camera of an actual ghost, obviously it's around Halloween, then you could win $100,000.
Wow.
Did you ever get a notification on your Ring and you go look at the footage and there's like nothing there? You're like, creepy.
It is creepy. I feel like
What's going on?
I've been here when that's happened to you. Like, and it's been like early morning, and you're like, it's dark out. There's nobody there. What's going on?
And then sometimes I'll see an orb. Doesn't that mean that's ghost-ish?
Supposed to be like a spirit.
So it's got to be 30 seconds or less. Like there's some rules to go along with it. But if you can grab footage of an actual ghost on your Ring doorbell camera, you win a lot of money.
It's Chris and the Crew's Daily Scoop.
Wow, Channing Tatum and Zoe Kravitz are done. After 3 years, they've broken up. They've obviously called off their engagement. Nobody knows why yet. No statement was made. Even the "we wish each other well" that we usually hear, that wasn't even, released yet. I reached out to their reps, but nobody's gotten back to me yet. I'll let you know when I find out any more. So I'm hearing more about Diddy. He allegedly used a scale to make sure that women at his freak-offs didn't weigh more than 140 pounds. How did he get away with all this stuff? The more and more we hear for so long.
It's awful. It's truly just like so terrible. I don't understand why.
It's awful.
I have no idea.
So Shawn Mendes is still figuring out his sexuality. He said, "I don't really know sometimes, and I know other times, and it feels really scary because we live in a society that has a lot to say about that." And I agree. Especially because he's so in the spotlight. I can imagine that's really hard.
Yeah, that's
he references it in a song on his upcoming album that he's been touring with a little bit. And he said that, one of the things is he didn't get to explore who he was, period, not even just sexuality, because he became famous at 15. So that's tough.
Yeah. The song's called The Mountain. So Dunkin' released gave us a little hint about their holiday menu, which is debuting on Friday. So new this year is the holiday cookie signature latte, the almond croissant, and the hash brown brisket scramble bowl.
It's a lot
Not very
going on.
holiday-ish. The hash brown brisket scramble bowl. Anyway, returning are the cookie butter things, which everybody loved last year.
I love the cookie butter latte. It's so good.
The cookie butter cold brew, the cookie butter donut, the peppermint mocha signature latte, the toasted white chocolate signature latte, and the white hazelnut bark coffee. That's all returning. There's the scoop.
Chris and the crew, 94.5 PST.
It's 9:10. We're about to play a little game, the This or That Game, the Halloween edition. It's Chris and the crew on 94.5 PST, your number one hit music station. I can't wait till Halloween's over, to be honest. But
I
all right,
love
let's
it.
play your little game.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so you're allowed to eat whatever candy you want for the next 48 hours.
I gotcha.
But some of these are kind of shocking. So we're going to see which candy has less calories or which is better for you technically.
Well,
if you're trying to eat smart the next 2 days.
The lesser of the evils, right?
Exactly.
Okay, let me have them.
Okay.
Joe, you ready?
Let's go.
Should we compete here or are we just going to guess?
So this is based off of fun-sized portions.
Okay, the little ones.
Yeah, the small ones. Do you think a Reese's peanut butter cup or a Snickers has more calories? Which one do you think is more fattening?
Snickers. There's a lot more going on in there.
I was going to say the Reese's peanut butter cup because at least the Snickers has like a peanut, which can be considered a protein, right? Or something.
But sometimes nuts are like high in calorie, which is kind of weird.
I'm going Reese's.
Chris is actually correct.
Ooh.
Okay.
All right.
Which is kind of shocking to me because you think Joe's kind of right, though. There's more going on in a Snickers.
Yeah, there is like caramel, right? There's nougat, caramel, peanuts, chocolate.
Oh, I love Snickers.
Yeah.
Okay, the next one, based on fun sizes, do you think a Twix or a Kit Kat has more calories?
They both have that cookie crispiness on the inside, right? Right?
Mm-hmm.
Both are covered in chocolate. God, they almost seem like the same thing, to be honest.
They really do.
I'm going to go, which is better for you. So I think Twix has the more calories. So I'm saying Kit Kat is better for you.
I'm going to go Twix is better for you.
Kit Kat is the correct answer.
Pretty good at this,
Chris
Joe.
is good at this
Chris
health
is doing
food.
Really
pretty
good.
good.
Okay, here we go. Here's the next one. Do you think so it's just a portion they're the same size portion.
Okay.
M&M's or candy corn has more calories?
Well, I think my gut says M&M's, right? But I wonder if it is candy corn.
Is just pure sugar. But I'm not really sure if that that's all it is,
Ugh,
right?
they are
so
so
I have
disgusting.
to say M&M's. But I guess you have to compare servings. Yeah, M&M's.
I was going to say M&M's too.
Has more calories?
Yeah.
So
the candy corn is better
all that
for
sugar.
you.
No. Yeah,
Oh,
Chris
it's
and I
worse.
messed that up.
Are you
We meant to say
serious?
candy corn.
Based on a 1 ounce pack of M&Ms and a 1 ounce pack of a 1 ounce serving of candy corn has 140 calories and M&Ms have 90.
What?
Yeah.
That seems crazy.
All right, one more. Ready?
I knew there was a reason I didn't eat that crap.
That sucks.
Ugh, that
Waste of
nasty
calories.
Candy corn.
Waste of calories. And the last one is 3 Musketeers or a Tootsie Roll.
Ew, Tootsie Rolls are just disgusting. When
It's
I
gotta
would
be-
get them in my Halloween bag, I would just like toss them.
There's less chocolate itself in the Three Musketeers, so I'm going to go with the one with more calories.
No,
I'm going to go.
less.
Oh, the one with
What's
less.
better for you?
We're going less. Okay, so I'm
Okay,
going to
less
go.
now.
I'm going to do Three Musketeers. is
No,
less.
it's got to be Tootsie Rolls. There's nothing to those.
Chris is correct.
Wow,
Tootsie
Chris, you're really
Rolls,
good.
the mini ones only have 25 calories. But
Yeah.
honestly, who cares?
But who wants them?
They suck. They're the worst. It's like eating gumdrops.
They are gross.
Nothing. Nobody wants that.
What is it even?
Tootsie Roll. I honestly,
What is that? It's not chocolate.
I don't know what it is. It's crap, is what
It's
it is.
the mystery candy.
Chris and the Crew on 94.5 PST. This was Chris and the Crew on Demand, sponsored by Trinity Rehab. Schedule an appointment now at trinity-rehab.com. Wake up with Chris and the Crew, weekdays 6 until 10 on your number one hit music station, 94.5 PST.